All right, welcome back to the Metaverse of Gaming. Here we got another episode with my co-host Zero, who probably secretly hates me. We got AJ over here, who got his ass beat by a damn player today, and our charming wrestler Bugs in the corner, who's probably knocked out. And I am.
Can I actually? Oh,
Hmm?
no,
What?
finish what you're saying.
I was just gonna say I'm here to StarWin. We're gonna set it off, talk about some Nintendo stuff. A lot of news happened today, but yeah, Zero, what did you have to say?
I just want to say I don't secretly hate you. It's just I'm like your father. I'm just disappointed in your
He
choice.
shows it. He shows it every day.
Just
You were
yeah.
like,
I'm
"You had
just
so much
disappointed in your
potential."
choices. Exactly.
You were
No,
supposed to be the one.
Zero. It's okay because today I met a coworker who was defending Breath of the Wild.
He told us this story earlier. Yeah.
Oh man.
They were talking about the Pokemon. Thing, and then I
Ooh,
was like,
you're
"Oh."
cutting in and out. Is that
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
or
you're
is that in
too far
general?
away from the mic.
No, that was in general.
Well, she was saying that the Pokemon doesn't really fit the style that she likes. I was like, man, it's Pokemon Breath of the Wild though.
Facts.
Who fucking cares? And then she was like,
You did like
I
discredit
did it.
her and just like not talk to her anymore, right?
I did it as a joke, but she was defending Breath of the Wild though. She was like, it was a really good game. I was like,
Oh, didn't she say she didn't like Final Fantasy? That they fucked it up?
she said yes. She
Yeah,
said
that's what
Final
She said
Fantasy
they fucked
VII
up the remake.
I was like,
Oh.
I'm excited for the Yuffie DLC, basically and shit, you know. And she's like, man, they're gonna fuck up. They're gonna fuck it up like they fucked up the original. I was just like, I just stood quiet and I walked away. I was like, don't talk to me.
End the conversation now. But yeah, so we're just gonna be talking about Nintendo today, where Nintendo's going, Game Freak, all the Pokemon announcements, see how it is. But before we kick it off, comment, like these videos, subscribe to our channel, hit us up on Twitter at MetaverseG, and just let us know how it's going. But yeah, let's start it off. How did everyone feel about the Pokemon news, the Diamond and Pearl remakes and Pokemon Legends?
Diamond and Pearl. I knew that was going to be happening.
But how do you feel about
because
like the art style and there's gonna be
the
like a
art
one-to-one
style,
remake?
I'm okay with it. I'm not thrilled. It's like what was it? Link's Awakening. It was like that.
Very similar. Yeah.
It's very similar, but they really could have done better in that department.
Really? Because I love the way that it looks. It looks like a modern version of Game Boy Advance games, or like Game Boy games.
Yeah,
They
like
just
the
look
DS
like
version of
3D
it.
textures. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
super cute. They're adorable. Which I feel like most of the time, like you shouldn't even be worried about what the fuck these characters look like. Like the whole point of the Pokemon games are Pokemon. Like I just care about how the Pokemon models look. I don't care what my character looks like. I'm just trying to run around this open world and catch Pokemon.
No, you see, you gotta make sure everything, like the humans, look amazing and everything looks great because that's what people really care about. It doesn't matter about gameplay or story or music. It just depends on if it looks good. If it doesn't look good, 0 out of 10.
Which is a huge problem with the video game community right now.
It really
Flashy
is.
over everything.
No, the crazy part is I have a friend who works at Riot, and he was like complaining about like the style of it. I'm like, dude, of all people, you worked as like an indie developer and then moved up towards here, and you're gonna complain about like graphics now? Like, what the hell happened to you, man?
But that was never something that was like a huge aspect of the Nintendo games. Nintendo's have always put gameplay and mechanics over graphics, and now it seems like they're going the opposite. Well, I shouldn't say Nintendo; it's really Game Freak.
Game Freak, yeah.
Yeah, I recently found out that Nintendo doesn't even like completely own Pokemon. They have like a 1/3 share. It's them, Game Freak, and this other company called Creatures, who does all of the trading cards, the merch, the anime. Like they handle that whole other aspect. So Nintendo isn't really fucking up these games. Like everyone is.
Pikachu hasn't surpassed Mario yet.
Yeah, that would actually make sense because Pokemon is the most grossing franchise right now in like the world. It's the most popular franchise, I would say, in the world. So Nintendo definitely should try and buy more stakes of Pokemon from Game Freak because they don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. They really don't. And it shows in the games.
Yes, make Pikachu. Hashtag make Pikachu the face of Smash. I keep saying the face of Smash. The face of Nintendo.
They would work both.
I mean, at what point
he's already the face of Smash.
Facts.
God tier. God double S tier Pikachu.
The unstoppable Pikachu. He's been unstoppable since like Melee too. It's fucking crazy.
No. No, he's not that good at melee. He's not
No,
good at melee at
I would say
all.
Pokemon 4. Pokemon
Smash
4,
4,
that's
yeah.
when it became unstoppable.
Well, he's decent in Brawl.
I thought Sheik and Bayo and Diddy were the kings of Smash 4.
Yeah, the Kings, but Pikachu's I think top 10 in that game.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would probably say that.
Pikachu
Yeah,
is not good at
do
melee.
any
Will
of you
forever be
guys,
my number one.
What happened?
I was gonna say, do any of you guys plan on buying these games day one?
I'd probably
Yeah.
buy Diamond just because I'm very fond of like that series. Because I actually got out of Pokemon after Silver and Gold, and I didn't get Crystal, I didn't get Emerald, I didn't get Sapphire or Ruby. I was like, I'm done with Pokemon. Pokemon's not cool anymore. And it wasn't until my friend like got, I think, Diamond or Pearl, and we were working at like this summer camp, like a summer day camp, and he was like, "Oh man, you should get this. It's actually really good." And I was like, all right, fine, I'll buy it.
Yes.
No, I had a DS already.
Alright.
Like I was playing, Metroid Prime and crap like that, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll pick it up. Why not? It'll please him. And it was only $35 at the time, and oh my god, man, it brought me back. It brought me back into the whole series again. I remember in high school just playing Diamond, losing Diamond, which really sucked because my Pokemon's IVs were insane, and I had Poké Rust for all of them, and then I had to get Platinum.
I think I went Pearl and Platinum. I don't think, but I didn't lose my game. I just ended up buying the second one when it came out because I wanted to see the.
So
Legendary.
are you getting Shining Pearl?
I'm probably gonna get it with my girlfriend. We plan on getting the packs so we can play together because like that's what we did for Sword and Shield, and I felt like it made Sword and
Yeah.
Shield so much more fun to actually play with her, like to do the raid battles and shit, and just like compare what Pokemon we got and at what stages we were, and then we
Yeah.
would like fight each other. I thought that was fun, so we're gonna do that again.
I was saying because
Nice.
I'll get the other one and we'll trade the exclusive Pokemon. But you already have someone. It's okay. I'll just go to the corner and cry.
Before you could even finish, I was like, "Nah, I'm playing with my girlfriend."
You okay,
Sorry,
Wow, my god.
we can still trade. I'll catch extra Pokemon for you. It's fine.
Nate, man, I ain't your number one though.
Bay or nah?
Do you feel like you're being cucked by this?
No, not at all.
That's good. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, but I might end up getting the Diamond one. I think I got Diamond the first time. It was something about picking Dialga over Palkia.
It's because it was pink, wasn't it?
Nah.
He's calling out your
I don't know. It was just random. There was this one looks pretty cool. I'll take him.
Really? Because it was
That was-
Palkia that made me want to buy the other one because I felt like he looked so much cooler. Like Dialga just was like a weird horse. Like he's just a
Nah, Dialga
You
looks
saw a
amazing.
horse. I saw a dog.
Dialga was amazing, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
He just looks like a horse with like a face mask. Like if they just put armor on a horse.
He's ready for COVID since 2006.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But what about Legends? No one's buying Legends.
Oh, I'm gonna get Legends. I'm gonna buy Legends because it's what I wanted Sword and Shield to be, which was gonna be like an MMORPG, especially in the wild area. So I'm really looking forward towards that right there.
Because you like Breath of the Wild.
He had to throw it in.
Oh, there, fucker.
But don't you feel like that?
Yeah.
It loses a lot of the Pokemon charm by turning into an MMORPG because the same thing happens to Zelda. Like honestly, like you can say you like Zelda, it's fine, but I wouldn't say it's like a traditional Zelda game because you remove a lot of the core elements from Zelda to become Breath of the Wild, and the same thing's happening to Mario, which is clearly what they're doing with Bowser's Fury. Like they're beta testing open world Mario now. Like if all Nintendo is pushing out is open world games with their mascots, all the games are going to be so similar. Like
You can't really call Bowser's Fury an open world. Like
well, that's what I'm saying. It's a
MMO.
beta test. They're testing out open world games to implement them for their franchises. So Breath of the Wild was the first one that got it. Like you could say that Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword were already moving in that direction because that's what a lot of people were asking for, was for bigger areas to explore. But Breath of the Wild really like they went for it with Breath of the Wild. Like you could say that they removed all the dungeons because obviously people don't like the dungeons and like the puzzle aspects of Zelda. So now they gave you a giant open world to explore. And like I was saying, Bowser's Fury is them beta testing open world Mario because that's what it is. You go from island to island, you transition, and they have like the fire island, you have the ice island, and then the shit changes when Bowser comes up. And now, if they do that with Pokemon, what's going to be the difference between the games if they're all the exact same thing?
In facts.
Yeah.
Well,
And again, you remove so many of the core aspects of Pokemon by becoming an MMORPG.
I feel like they're not really like stripping it. They're just trying a new thing. It's like a spin-off. They're like seeing, what can stick, which is good because I'm not gonna lie, I do like the turn-based aspect in Pokemon, but having it like as an MMORPG is a nice separate thing to have. Like it's gonna build up more of an audience, and let alone this isn't part of like the timeline, I guess you can say, like their timeline.
But it
Because
is.
it not like necessarily like we don't have like an official word from Game Freak or Nintendo. This is like going back.
No,
like,
they say
all the
in
way
the trailer that it's like not prehistoric, but
they're saying it's
Shindo era,
pre like yeah.
it's
This is like
Gen
before the
4.
Sinnoh region like even became the Sinnoh region.
Yeah,
Like I
so
get that.
it's in the timeline. But what I'm saying is they're testing out this game and the mechanics to make Gen, what is it, 9 that we're on? 9 is the next one, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, 9 would be the. I think 9 would be the next. Hang on, we got Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Unova,
Gotcha.
Kelos, Alolan, Gulliver. This would be 8 then.
No, I think Sword and Shield is 8. I'm pretty sure the next one is 9. But whatever the next gen is, what I'm saying is Legends.
Next gen is 9, yeah.
Yeah,
Next gen
Legends
is 9,
is
okay.
them beta testing this world, these mechanics. If people like it, or even if they want to refine it for the next game, that's what this is. They're charging you $60 for a beta test. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's no reason.
And Chingling running at 3 frames per second.
That roll was disgusting, but we're not even going to talk about that.
I mean, that's honestly alphabet. I don't even think that's beta right there.
Yeah, but you don't show that in the trailer.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sorry.
you gotta get like people wondering what's going on. I understand
show-
it. It's kind
show
of
a
a bold move
cinematic
to do.
trailer.
Yeah, you show CGI trailers.
yeah, you don't show
Dude,
me in-game.
if you show CGI trailers, that never works out. Case in point,
works
they
for
did that
It
so
for
much.
does though.
So
Breath
many
of the Wild was a CG trailer when it first showed
Bro,
up.
bro.
Yeah, but
Elder
that
Scrolls was just a
looks
title card.
Nothing.
Elder Scrolls was
Oh,
just
God,
a title
Elder
card, and
Scrolls.
people popped off.
People
And
just
Breath
want to
of the
know
Wild
shit's
2?
happening. That's yeah,
Exactly.
Breath of the Wild 2 is the CG trailer.
It's just how hype are you for Breath of the Wild 2? Seriously, how hype are you for? You've seen no in-game for that.
I mean, you saw cutscenes, so I'm gonna give it that.
It's basically a CG trailer.
Yeah,
Cutscenes are basically CG.
why didn't they do that for Pokemon Legends? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you showed us a game running at 15 frames per second. That turns me off. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're showing me an unfinished product, or at least an
You're showing
unfinished
me
portion of a
Showing it,
product.
but you can see the potential that's in there. That's what I see. That's like the same way I saw Anthem. Remember Anthem? That looked gorgeous.
Anthem didn't look that bad though.
It didn't look bad, but it
But
ended up being
Anthem
bad.
isn't a bad looking game to begin with in general. Like,
Yeah.
like, as bad replayability as the game has, and how it crashed or whatever it was, the game still looks beautiful. Like
Mhm.
you can never
It looked
deny it.
beautiful, but there's
Yeah.
nothing to do in there anymore now, which really hurts me, especially since they canceled it.
But see, that's a lack of content. That's not the game itself
Yeah.
running bad.
Because the game plays
Pokemon
well
Legends
too.
look so unstable, and that's what I'm worried about. The Game Freak is just putting out unstable games, and people are eating it up. But again, like that's not the core of Pokemon. Like if you don't want to play Pokemon turn-based games, don't play Pokemon. Go play something else.
Like they're branching out. They're basically trying to move out of just like doing only one thing, which is good because sometimes it gets a little stale. It's nice to have like more options. So basically the MMO, I've been wanting this since middle school because they created something like this, like a fan game, which was Pokemon Crater. It was pretty good. It wasn't like on this level, but I see the potential in it. I'm hoping they actually work on it. They don't half-ass it because I'm not gonna lie, Sword and Shield was fun, but it could have been a whole lot better. So hopefully we get something good out of it. And I am looking forward to that MOBA that they're having Tencent like produce right there or make. So
I was
I'm
actually
hoping
excited
for the
that.
best. Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of people hating it, but everyone just hates everything in this day and age.
But for you to say that turn-based games get stale for them not changing, like if you look at games like Dragon Quest 11, Persona 5, you
Persona.
like Persona
Oh, no,
5?
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
Like
I love
there's
it.
ways to innovate the genre that you don't have to change. Like there's no reason to change the entire core. Like that's like exactly what happened to Resident Evil. Resident Evil was a horror game, and then they changed it into an action game. And then what ends up happening? A lot of people don't like the direction, but for Pokemon, that's not going to happen. They're just going to keep going because they're making so much money.
Yeah.
Pokemon Sword and Shield, I think, grossed like $200 million, which is crazy. Because like, look, you're saying that the genre's getting stale, but yet they're still making consistent money. So why change it up if they're still making money? Just innovate the genre.
Just to see what they can do right there, and I applaud them for it. Because honestly, I love the Persona series, but my favorite things probably are the spin-offs of them, like Persona 4 Arena and Persona Strikers. Like I'm really loving that right now.
So you just like action-oriented games.
I wouldn't say action-oriented games. I wouldn't say action-oriented games. I'm not like
a Warriors game.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm more drawn to that. I love like the typical turn-based RPGs. Like that's how come I'm still playing Final Fantasy VIII. And what other one was I playing recently? SD Gundam. Like I still like prefer those things, like a tactic base. But it's nice to have like a different option every now and then, just because I want something different. And them producing something different, I'm looking forward to it. I'm wanting to see what they can contribute and add on, because you always want a thing to grow. You don't want it to just like stand still. And even if it's like for the worse, at least they're trying something. It's like with Dirge of Cerberus, it got bombed with like negative reviews, but I liked it because it was something different and it was a third-person RPG, which honestly I don't think I've ever really seen before until Resonance of Fate.
Okay, Resonance Fates I actually really love. I love the shit out of that game. A lot of people crap on that game. The game is really weird though. Like there's no denying how awkward that game is, especially the way that the game opens up. But we're not talking about that. Let me go back to Pokemon. I feel like there's a difference between refining something and doing something to change for the better instead of being stale and not growing, and then dropping it to get something new. Because that's essentially what Legends is. At least that's what I'm seeing. Is they're seeing how successful Odyssey is and Breath of the Wild, and Game Freak is taking their own path to get there. They're trying to go into that genre of games. But again, Nintendo was never doing that before. Like their most praised games aren't anything like the rest of the games that were out in the public at the time. Like there was nothing like Ocarina of Time when it dropped, and that's why so many people loved it. The same thing with like Final Fantasy VII. The game got so popular because it was doing so many things new with the technology that they have at hand. I don't understand why Pokemon and Nintendo was like, oh, Witcher and Grand Theft Auto sell that much? Let's make those games with our mascots for kids. Like I don't like that the way that Nintendo's moving in a lot of ways, which sucks. But I can see why you would want, I guess, Legends. If you don't want to play Pokemon anymore, you can just play Astral Chain X Pokemon. I guess that's cool.
Shade.
So it's unfortunate that Nintendo owns or has stakes in so many companies that are doing things in that genre well, like the Xenoblade games. Like it's unfortunate that Game Freak is doing the Legends game and not something like Monolith. Because I would have loved to see a Monolith game. Monolith does those MMORPGs like you're asking for really well. Is he typing F in the chat?
No, I'm not. I'm just getting it ready. The F.
I was like,
so if you ever see me typing randomly, that's me getting the F ready.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it just
okay. I said I was gonna take a back seat. I said I was gonna take a back seat for this one, but the Pokemon, the Pokemon showcase yesterday gave me a few things to say, and now that I have like a beer in my system,
Whoa! You were drinking this entire time?
Yeah, I was drinking this entire time.
And you did
He said he was
not
gonna do that.
tell me?
Yeah, I told you I was gonna have a beer here.
Yeah, but I thought you were joking. I thought I wanted
Nah,
to hear
man.
that.
No, Nintendo was that trigger word.
Wow.
I saved the Heineken just for this special occasion. I'm about to go get a glass of wine right
Ayo,
now.
ayo, give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back with one.
I don't know if he's
Oh,
being
man.
serious or not.
No, he definitely is. He was like, bet an opportunity to drink, or am I gonna be the only one buzzed? Bet.
I need to save them. I have like 3 left in my fridge.
Yo, say we won't take a shot right now.
Let's go! I'm down! Wow, we're having a drunk podcast tonight, boys.
Bro, like he said, it's my trigger word, bro. This is my trigger word.
Oh, Breath of the Wild is your trigger word?
No,
No,
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Bro, we still got another like 50 minutes to fill, so of content. So, all right, now that I'm feeling nice and I'm feeling a little good and I can have a little argument or discussion here,
Oh, shit. Get the bell ready, boys.
you ready for my
Zero
promo?
writing his notebook, all our names, his death note.
I'm ready to shoot. Okay. So the first question you posed was if anyone is buying the
Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl. Yes, it was the first question you posed. Yes. Surprisingly, yes, I am buying Pearl.
That
Yeah.
means I can get Diamond.
Plot twist.
I found him,
You
boy.
have a buddy.
Hey! Yeah, fuck StarWind. Add another fuck StarWind to that list.
So that's 14 now? 14 times. This man
I
is on
think
the
it's
list.
16.
Okay, shit. You know apparently yourself better than I do.
Just add another one for that.
So I played Pearl when it dropped. I loved it. I felt like I loved Pokemon growing up. But I felt like that was the one game that I like invested into. Like Red and Gold and Silver and Crystal, I kind of just flubbed through. I was just like, oh, play Pokemon, catch Pokemon. So this is the one that I was like fully invested. Like I'm gonna train and I'm gonna beat the shit out of Cynthia and we're gonna win and blah blah blah. So I saw the reveal trailer and I was just like, this is amazing. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted this game to be outsourced. I did not want Game Freak to make this game. Like, I think when they were like, yeah, Game Freak's not making this, I was like, thank the fucking gods, bro. Because if Game Freak was making this game would have been dog shit. But the fact that it's a 1-to-1 remake, outsourced, and the man who directed the original Diamond and Pearls also helping this outsourced direct this game,
Yes,
all fucking hopes. All hopes and dreams are there. I don't even want to talk about Legends because that game looked dog shit. But I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. That's not Pokemon. Like I don't like when things deter and you don't have a good reputation of deterring. You know what I mean? It's like the MCU, they deter from comics, but they make good movies. So it's like I can trust you with these things because at least you have the basis of it and you're still giving me something good in turn.
The core concepts are still there.
Yeah, the core concept's there. You're changing the formula, but it's there, right? Just Nintendo in general don't got a good history of doing that, and I'm always down, like I said, for trying new things. Trying new things is good, right? We don't want the same old shit consistently. Whatever it is, like Final Fantasy, you know, they took the action RPG now route with 15. And they've developed it even more. Like 15, people didn't really like 15 like that, and that's fine. Some people did, but they felt something was there, and they developed it. And now people love FF7 Remake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
So
16's coming out, which has the same combat system. 16 looks amazing.
it works, right? But you know you're still playing a Final Fantasy game. Like this is still Final Fantasy
At its core.
Yeah, the world is there, the characters are there, the interactions are there. Like the elements that make it Final Fantasy are there. When I looked at Legends, the first thing that immediately that popped in my head was this was going to be the remake. This was going to be the remake. And someone, some genius, some beautiful person, wherever you are, I love you, was like, this sucks. this is not a remake. What is this? This is garbage. And Nintendo, or Game Freak, was just kind of like, or even it could have even been Nintendo. Nintendo was like, I asked you to make me a remake because the fucking internet trolls keep asking me for it, and this is what you give me. What is this? And so I'm guessing Game Freak, instead of saying, all right, I guess we won't have to start over. We'll just outsource this small game to somebody. You know, granted, they're still charging you $60, but whatever. I'll outsource this small game to someone, and hopefully they can do something well with it. And then we'll just turn this into something new, and they turned it into Legends, right? Because there's no reason why this game should be coming out. There's literally no fucking reason. There's no explanation. A spin-off for a game that came out in 2006, there's just no reason for it.
And it's also in Gen 4, the same area.
Yeah. It's just nothing for it. It's like, why didn't you just release something, I don't know, maybe new or innovative? So when they did Gale of Darkness and they did Coliseum, they basically made a whole new region for those games. They made the Ori region, a completely brand new area, fit into the Ruby and Sapphire like universe. They innovated. They tried something new. It was good. Like, those games are fucking good. Those games are still fucking good. They hold up to this day, you know? But after all of this, and then reading a lot of the backlash that the remakes got after the gameplay was shown, I hit an epiphany a little bit. And I think that, like, Nintendo isn't the problem.
Nope.
The problem is the video game community and Nintendo fans, because y'all just don't know what the fuck y'all want. Like, you don't want Let's Go, but when you get a 1-to-1 remake like you want it to look like Let's Go. And I'm confused. And, like, what that does is it confuses the developer, because now the developer doesn't know what to do, because no matter what they do, it's wrong. So they're just going to do whatever the fuck they want, and you're going to take it and like it because you're going to pay the $60 anyways. So fuck you guys. Like,
the man has spoken.
That's just not, like, I don't know, man. That's the epiphany I had, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. I guess we'll find out.
I feel like people should also take note that Game Freak, for the past 25 years, has, I'm assuming, made at least $30 billion, and they only have like 120 employees. Over the past 25 years, they haven't really, like, upscaled their company, and it shows, because for the past, I would say, 20 years, they made mobile games, not mobile games, handheld games.
Yeah.
And now they're going into the 3D realm, and it shows that they just did something they can't
They
do.
lack that experience.
Yeah, which it's honestly, it's not their fault. They've been making one type of game for like 20 years, and now they're trying to make these 3D games for a better console firmware that they're probably not familiar with. Other companies have new minds coming in and out, and Game Freak just has the same people there at their company, which is sad, because if you look at what was that other game they dropped on the Switch? Part-Time Hero? Is that the name of that game?
Yeah.
The graphics on that game look a lot smoother than what they gave us in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
But you know, it also is that Let's Go looks so much better than Sword and Shield.
Yes, it does. 1,000 times.
Well, that's because they kind of like pulled back a little bit, like, you know, graphics wise. Like, they kind of toned it down more.
No, they didn't.
They
that
definitely
game is
did not.
polished so much nicer. The character models look amazing in that game. And what happened is that people shitted on Let's Go.
Mm-hmm.
And now they just flubbed fucking Sword and Shield. And I also feel like Nintendo is at fault with Sword and Shield as well, because they probably gave him a date.
Yeah, probably made him rush it.
We can't move this date
The
back.
yearly games, yeah.
You know, I don't give a fuck if you can't finish animations. Like, because there's no reason why Pokemon Stadium should have better animations than Sword and Shield. There's no fucking excuse. There is literally no excuse for it. And if you have an excuse, commenter on the internet, you're a fucking idiot. Like, You're a fucking
All right,
idiot.
I guess this is gonna be our most disliked podcast right here.
You look at you fucking typing away. Actually, the animation. No, fuck you. Pokemon Stadium looks better.
A lot more habits in Pokemon Stadium.
We should get AJ drunk more.
This is Nintendo. This is what Nintendo does to this man.
No, I can get like this with anything. I can
We
get
just
like
need
this
him
with
to
pro
drink more.
wrestling too. Whew, boy. I want a cookie now.
Maybe he put F in the chat so he can go get a cookie. He thinks he's slick.
No, I
Bro,
really didn't hear anything you said.
But he has a cookie in his
All I
mouth.
heard was he got the munchies.
All he heard was, "I want a cookie."
Yeah,
So
exactly.
stream. What the fuck am I saying? Oh my god. YouTube, if there seems like there's a lot of cut-ins again, it's because some bullshit's happening, and I have to edit all this stuff out. So, whoever was talking, go ahead.
Who was
you were
talking?
You said you were talking. You said you wanted a cookie.
Yeah, you use a lot of things.
Well, I aired a lot of shit out. I feel like I had a long segment. So,
Bugs, how do you feel about Sword and Shield?
To be honest, I haven't played Sword and Shield yet.
At all?
No,
hey, you don't
Really?
fucking need to.
Why is that?
I think the last one I played was Let's Go Pikachu.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it did. It was alright.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It was
I just kind of wish they utilized that Pokeball a little bit more.
Yeah,
I agree. I was hoping
Like,
you could use it in Sword
would
and
have been
Shield.
great in Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
No. I don't
Yeah, it would have been perfect.
What do you mean no? You don't even have it. So what the fuck does it make a difference to you?
I do have it. I have two of them. How you sound?
Yeah, you sold me one.
So why are you complaining? Like, just use your Joy-Cons. Like,
What?
no, don't implement that feature. Like, okay? If I want to use my Pokemon to play Sword and Shield, then let me use it. You can use your Joy-Cons.
All right.
Like, no. Like, it's a whole feature they're implementing for the people who bought the Pokeball. Like, now my money doesn't feel wasted.
No, because you're supposed to use it with Pokemon Go. If you got the Pokeball, you're supposed to use it with Pokemon Go, not for the other Pokemon games.
So you
That's
mad that
what-
they implementing a feature in a brand new game?
I'm not mad. I just don't think we need it.
I think it's fine. It's not a requirement. Like,
Yeah, it's just a nice little add-on to have.
yeah.
And you
I
can
got
put Pokemon
I got
in the ball and walk.
That's what I like. I put Pokemon in there, and you make them make noise.
I remember I
Cool.
brought Pokeball to work and I told them I had a Pikachu in here. And when they shakes, all you hear is Pikachu.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
this-
cool. I like that.
I was like, here, take
Yeah,
care of
that's
my
fun.
son while I walk away.
Take my son.
That's what I say when Among Us, when people kick me out and I have like a child next to me, I'm like, please watch after my child after voting me out.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I like Diamond and Pearl. I like the way it looks. It's amazing. People are complaining about. Actually, StarWind, do you have some of the tweets?
I might.
Let's
I
make a
might
new
have
segment. Anonymous tweeting. Let's hear some of the fucking morons on Twitter.
Oh boy.
Shit.
$60 for what looks like a 3DS game from 10 years ago.
First of all,
We getting canceled today.
hold on.
It's all a shame too because I just created my Twitter handle.
I'm getting another cookie. Hold on.
I'm safe.
Very nice of them to develop one last 3DS game. Heart emoji.
Sarcasm.
Why would
at its
anyone
finest.
buy the 3DS looking remakes when they can have this? It's a picture of Pokemon Legends. What else we got?
Because the Pokemon remakes don't run at 10 frames per fucking minute. That's why.
Yeah, it looks like they're going too far in the whole faithful remake thing. Agreed to an extent. I'm a little worried they're going to keep HMs too. Yeah, and before the presents, I was hoping to whatever mainline game they'd make would clean up the battle system and finally make it a bit more quicker and engaging. But if they're going this direction, ...
Okay, quick question. Who here hates HMs? Don't be afraid.
I don't.
Go
I
ahead.
love them.
I don't care for them.
The machine shits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not bad.
It was basically what you need to like progress. So you needed to cross the ocean, you needed to surf. So
And I feel
basically
like
you had
that's a
one
good-
Pokemon.
Yeah.
I said basically No, HMs are basically what helps you get across like the ocean and everything like that to help you progress. Like they were fun, but honestly, I prefer not having them because one Pokemon ends up being the cum dumpster for HMs, just so I can get around.
But
So
that
I'm basically just like not utilizing my team to its full potential.
Okay. Here's how I look at HMs, right? I love them. Simply for the fact because they help build the world. They're world builder implementations. Because when you stray off into an area and there's a tree in your fucking way and you're like, damn, there's some trainers over there. There's some grass. I want to see what's over here. Yeah, it's a gold Pokeball. Damn. And now you have to go back, do the gym leader, get the HM, learn cut, break the tree. Now you get to explore this new area that you fucking saw. Or in a cave, now you have to use flash, to fucking see in the cave. Or now you can surf along this ocean and see this vast new fucking area because the ocean levels were fucking huge. Let's be honest. I hate the argument that HMs are dumb. Anyone who thinks, no offense, sir, you seemed indifferent on it. I liked your take on it.
I said they were fun, but like now that you don't really need them, like you just need that bike to get around and do XYZ, or have like Pokemon. I think it was in the what's it called? The Alola region. Yeah, where they like basically kind of made like the vehicles and everything like that, and you need those Pokemon to progress through.
Yeah, you can adopt them. Good. Yeah, you can make them grow, right? Make them more. What's the word I'm looking for? Interactable. Is that the word I'm looking for? Engaging.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with shit like that helps you progress and helps you world build, you got a short attention span. I'm sorry. Like you got to be a fucking moron. Like that person, that last tweet is a fucking idiot. You want an RPG to move faster? What? It's a turn-based RPG, bro. Like.
Exactly.
How much faster do you want it to be? I mean, you could set the text speed to high. Like that's the fastest you can fucking go.
You know what it is? People want the bravery default system in the game. So or like 30-minute hero. Is that the 30-second hero? 3-minute hero? Whatever that game is. You can just like hold the A button and literally just kill. You mow down enemies. You can beat the game in like 2 minutes.
So you just want to hold the button. That's what people want. You just want to watch things happen on fucking screen.
But my thing though is like with no HMs, there's like no sense of accomplishment when you get to a new area. There's no like, oh my, there's no like thought process behind it. Like, how the fuck do I get over there? Or like, this whole area is locked, so now I have to do X, Y, Z. Like again, there's no sense of accomplishment. Like, what am I playing the game for if I can literally just go to the whole other side of the game? Which is actually something that I did in Sword and Shield by accident. I passed by one of the gyms and I ended up all the way at the other end of the fucking game, and I was like, oh. Now I have to fly my ass all the way back because I went too far? Like, what the fuck?
You mean you left town A, walked down a hallway, fought 3 trainers, and ended up in town B?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I think I've done that also. I feel like I've done that one time. I was confused. I'm like, I got to the gym and I'm like trying to go, and I'm like, wait, is this not the right gym?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I gotta walk all the way back. What the fuck?
And then even when you had to get fly halfway through the game, oh my god. Now you have to backtrack everywhere. You know, in Sinnoh region, in Diamond and Pearl, you get to one of the towns and the gym leader's just not there.
Yep.
Like she's just, I stepped out. So now you have to keep going down the path. You don't got fly yet. You gotta fight the next gym leader, and then you gotta come back to this town. And in that game, the trainers, sometimes they ring you up like, yo, rematch, let's go. Like, I want to fight again. Gone, and like, now you have to go to the next gym, battle that gym, do that gym. You can explore I think there was like 2 gyms actually, now that I'm thinking. Then you have to come all the way back to her gym, and maybe rematch some trainers, because they call you up like, yo, rematch. And now you have to battle her. And maybe you get fly, and then you can start traversing. And Mount Corona, I think that was the mountain's name. That fucking mountain was insane. So many different branches and ways to go. and they had 2 separate or 3 separate sections of the mountain too to look at. Oh my god, just amazing stuff, man. Just, people don't like immersion.
Another thing about the older games is that you wouldn't know what HM or TM you were getting until you got to the gym. So you would go through all these paths of like trees and waterways and rock slide that you have to use, and you wouldn't know which one you're gonna get next. So it forces you to go back through those areas to keep exploring instead of me just walking through this tiny cave of like 3 hallways, and there's one Snorlax over here, and then there's a Munchlax in the other corner. Like I don't want that. I want a reason to actually go back to these areas.
Or when you beat the gym and they're like, you can use Rock Slide, and you go in your bag and you're like, I don't have Rock Slide. Yeah,
and then there were also a bunch of like trainers and stuff in towns that they'd be like, "Oh, come back to me when you know how to fly. I'll teach you something."
Yeah,
like shit like that. Like you don't get that with these newer games, and it's unfortunate.
No,
like,
there's no immersion with the newer games at all. No. There's no like, let me walk into this random fucking house on a hill and talk to these people.
It's just very streamlined, basically. And it's just straightforward.
Way too fucking straightforward. And then it's go ahead.
I was gonna say I remember playing Sword and Shield, and that like mentality of like walking into every single house, going up to the trash cans and like pressing A to see what was in there, like moving along the bookcases, doing that. And I think I only got items like once or twice in Sword and Shield, and I would walk into every single house. And after a while, I was just like, why am I even doing this?
There's no point to it.
There's nothing in any of these houses. Half the houses are empty, and then every now and again you get like a little kid with his cute little Pokemon hanging above him. He's like, yeah, his name's Alex. I'm like, you don't got nothing for me? Nothing? You got nothing important to say? No items? You're not even gonna tell me how to change my Pokemon's name? Come on, man.
It's something to work with.
An EXP share. Fuck you. I should have the option to turn that shit off. If you don't want to grind, fine. That's on you. You're not a person who likes to grind in turn-based RPGs, then why are you playing it? But okay, I guess. I like to grind. I like to feel accomplished. I like to take my weak-ass Pokemon into the grass for like 2 hours, and then now he's strong as fuck, and he can take on anything. Or she. I like that shit. Give me the option to turn off XP share. Stop forcing me to play this game like I'm 3.
Yeah. And it's also kind of a pain in the ass now to like EV train and that.
100% hard. Like 100% fucking hard.
Like they made it easier in X and Y, which I liked, but then they kind of did away with it in the lower regions. It's like, okay, you guys are killing me on this one now.
Because in X and Y you can turn it off.
Yeah.
I liked that they made it a universal XP share. I was like, this is dope because now I can get everyone up to speed. But you also gave me the option to turn it off if I didn't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But there was also, I don't know which game it was, that it was the experience share was an item.
Yeah, it used to be an item that you had to put on one Pokemon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they completely removed. I guess people just
we're complaining like, I don't use this Pokemon. Let me use
I don't understand how this game works.
That's like when you walk into the Elite Four with just your Charizard. He's like level 90 and he just beats everything. It's like you didn't get the point of the game. I mean, maybe if you're 5, right? That's fine. But if you're like 20 and that's what you're doing, you don't like the grind, whatever.
It's just people don't want to devote the time to it anymore. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the games that are out now that are so popular. Like people are playing things like Fortnite and Minecraft, where things that you can just like jump in and out. So no one wants to waste it.
Do not mention that name anywhere around me.
But it's not even that. Like, I don't even think it's games like that because you made the argument of kids going to like the creative mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the game doesn't hold your hand. You still need skill to play.
But even if, like, let's say you're playing Fortnite and you're not good at it, you're getting in and out of matches in, like, what, 2 minutes, maybe? Sometimes I play matches at Apex, where like, the match will be done in, like, a minute. So, yeah, like, you jump into a match in Apex, and sometimes it's done in, like, a minute. So, like, you don't need, like, massive attention spans for games like that. And a lot of things, like, a lot of the media that we're consuming now is like that. Because, like, TikTok's like, what? I think they can get, like, max up to, like, 30 seconds or something like that. IG videos are the same. The same thing with, like, GIFs. Apex, again, going back to that, because no one wants to feed so much time to these games because everyone wants to be doing like 9 things at once. Like I want to be able to play Apex, or I'll talk to my friends on FaceTime, and then I'll get off there, and then we'll all go play. What's the name with the you were talking about earlier with the little guys? Among Us. Among Us. Those games aren't that long either. Like you can go through Among Us matches like what, like 5, like maybe an hour.
Yeah, if two people, if you got like 3 imposters and nobody wants to report a goddamn body.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like they're trying to make games shorter so that you're more inclined to finish it and then share it with your friends and be like, "Oh, I got to this part, and I did this." Like, and then you can make memes, and that's why in Sword of Shield they push like the changing your hair and changing your clothes and taking the pictures and doing the little dances and stuff like that because they want you to share the game. They don't want you to actually play it. They just want you to talk to people about it. It's not about playing the game anymore.
But I don't mean to cut you off, but I made the F and the F emoji our first emoji in the server.
Well, there you go, guys. Join our Discord.
It's just for you.
Where is it? I
Well,
see it.
I'm gonna maybe. I agree with you, but I also have a counter argument.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna go ahead that far and say that multiplayer games are the problem. I don't want to go that far.
I'm not saying it's multiplayer games. I'm saying the way that we consume media now is in short bursts. So they're making games shorter.
I think that because if we look at it, right, when did gaming really like hit its boom period?
Early 2000s.
I would say maybe like 2005, 2006, around where like the 360 era.
Yes.
Because that's where it like really blew up. Like online was really hitting its stride. Xbox 360 and PS3 were like really putting out some like decent titles for like the system. Nintendo came out with the Wii and gave out motion controls, and everyone tried to copy that.
Yes.
And on top of that, we had the DS and the PSP, and those were just like great, solid handheld gaming.
So, by a show of eyes, who has played a game, a single player game, single player game, where you're exploring, you're looking for things, usually you go to the ends of the earth to see if there's maybe that one item or fucking secret weapon. And the game goes, actually, you should be going this way.
I don't think I ever had that.
You've never had that?
Navi
No,
does
not
it
really.
in Ocarina of Time.
I never listened to her. That was the thing.
But she does it. Even if you're not listening to her, paying attention.
I never knew it.
You just
I never
look
knew
at
it
it
because
and
she never.
you just give it the finger and say "fuck you." I'm going this way.
Pretty much, yeah. And I don't know, just Ocarina of Time wasn't.
They do it in Devil May Cry games too. Sometimes the little like arrows pop them, and they're telling you to go a different direction.
Wait, really? In Devil May Cry?
Yeah, it's a little like red cursor that shows up in the usually the top right corner, and it tells you like you should be going this way or like look up.
Yeah, it probably never gave me that because I'm not an idiot.
They
That's why.
They also do that in
Like
Mario Kart.
it's basically long. Actually, you know what? If we're talking about Mario Kart, then yeah, I got that because I remember trying to get into Princess Peach's castle. Does anyone else remember
if
that?
I want to drive the wrong way
F.
in Mario Kart.
Well, I caught the ending of it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bugz. What are you saying?
If I want to drive the wrong way in Mario Kart to throw everybody else off, let me do it.
I don't think you're throwing anyone else off. You're just like making suspicion that your character might be drunk in the game.
I don't think you guys got what I was trying to.
No, like he's saying like handholding, like the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Navi did that for Ocarina of Time.
But like, it's a thing. Mostly now, like, you can't play a video game anymore without the game trying to hold your hand. 80% of the fucking time.
I feel like after like maybe like 2010, that's when they started doing more hand holding. Because they would always give you the option if you want to do like training. Like I remember Gears of War, they gave you the option if you wanted to take the faster route, or get your bearings down, be like the longer route.
Training's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with training in the beginning of the game, like the first
No,
mission.
it teaches you the controls and everything like that.
But that's not hand-holding. Like, hand-holding would be like in the Tomb Raider games where you literally can't get a game over, jump off the wrong ledge. It'll put you right back on that ledge.
Or hand-holding in the sense of, like, you die, and then the loading screen says, actually, you should do this because this is going to help you do this. And you know who's a victim of that? Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Resident Evil 3 Remake all are victims of that. Because
Really? Resident Evil Remake did that?
Yep. Well, not the first remake. Resident Evil 2 Remake and 3.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, what happened with that one? Because
if you die...
I felt like I never...
What happened?
He's saying never
continue what you were saying.
Oh. If you die in that game, the loading screen tells you where you should be going next. So I played that game hardcore, my first run through. So I died a lot. I had no fucking clue.
You see, I never died, so I guess that makes
you
me
never died in the entire time you played Resident Evil 2 Remake?
Shh, I need you to play along. I want him to think that I'm better at him in the game. I want the man to go mad today.
Like,
I died. I died from that fucking last boss fight with Mr. X, man. That shit was fucking stress inducing right there.
So I've died. Like, let's say you get bit by a zombie in the RPD station, right? Then the game says, like, you should use the diamond key on this door and then walk into, like, the east side of the RPD. And I was just like, what? I was like, first of all, I knew that, but, like, second of all, like, I'm just trying to grab some, like, items on the other side real quick because I left some stuff. Thank you, I guess. I didn't ask you for that, but thanks. And it's just so annoying when video games do that. Tomb Raider, like you said, does it where it's like there's the feature where you press the button and, like, it tells you,
and the
like,
path comes up.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, I thought you were just gonna show me things that I can interact with, not actually show me what the fuck I should do. Hitman does it as well. As much as I love the Hitman games, they do it, but they give you the option to turn it off. No, Tomb Raider didn't give you the option to turn it off until the last one.
Yep.
I know that Assassin's Creed, they give you a choice. The Odyssey, they give you...
Yeah, Assassin's Creed also gives you the option to shut it off.
Like, if you want to do exploration on your own, or you want it to have it guide you.
If you want to put hand-holding in a game, do that. Give me the choice to turn it off. Don't fucking, like, because even in Resident Evil, you could turn tips off. If you turn tips off, it still does it in the loading screen. So I'm because, like, all right, tips is fine when you first play the game because you're telling me, oh, aim with L to shoot with R2. I'm like, okay, bet, cool. Oh, I could pull out my knife with L1. Awesome. So I turn it off when your second playthrough because you don't need that shit up. So I might automatically assume they were going to do it for the loading screens too, and they'd still leave it for the fucking loading screens. But whatever, man. I fucking hate that shit.
Well, they want to make sure you're not an idiot, so...
I remember...
Now that you mention it, I played Just Knox, and it does the exact same thing in the loading screens. It gives you a bunch of tips, and it'll, like, feed you digest story bits, just in case you forgot anything. And it's like, oh yeah, you can go that way. And this thing is available now.
You don't notice those things because I guess when you're playing, you already kind of figure, obviously we're not fucking morons. But we're also explorers. I at least, I'm an explorer. Like, I explore more than Dora. Like, man, like, I'm in there fucking checking everything, mashing A at every little fucking corner. Like, always, in every game that I play. But, like, Overwatch does it, right? When you die in Overwatch, they'll be like,
yeah,
you can actually, this is how you counter this character. Like, fuck you. Like, let me learn. I want to learn. I'm not a fucking idiot.
Let the 500 people yelling at me in the servers teach me.
Yeah. Fucking, I fucked your mom 221 is already telling me to switch.
That's how I feel on Smite. when I'm just trying to have a good time, and they just
Bro,
come out
Smite is so toxic. Oh,
yeah.
I feel like
fucking
any of
God,
those games are
bro.
just toxic.
Yo, I had to stop playing Smite. I really
Oh my
did.
god, you actually quit playing Smite. Holy shit.
Bro, like it got to a point where like I would be playing and then like you build something and they'll be like, oh, why are you building that level 1? Oh my god, you can't do that. Oh my god, he's fucking throwing. Bah! And yo, they'll fucking spam the entire game. And I'm like,
Yo,
why am I even playing? Man? Like you I've deleted that game off my console. Like I wish I could like take it off my entire account. Like I don't want anything associated with Smite on my fucking PS4 anymore. It got me so mad. Like I tried playing season 8 like just to see what it was, and literally my first game in, everyone was like, why you building like you in season 7? I'm like how am I supposed to know? Like I
Yeah,
just
why
got
are
here,
you building like season 7?
bro. But it wasn't even like something crazy. Like I was building like a power. Matter of fact, it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about Smite. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna get heated. My head already hurts.
So to tie it back to StarWind's topic of the day, I think this all ties into people being morons and the average Nintendo consumer.
It's not just the average Nintendo consumer. I feel like it's everyone. No one wants to put in time into the game. People just want satisfaction. They want
Fine,
to win.
yeah, the
They want
average
to turn on
video
that game
consumer.
and be done.
The average video game consumer is an idiot. They want the game to be presented to them like a fucking movie. And when a game like Death Stranding does that for you, it's boring.
Yep.
Are you questioning the great Hideo Kojima?
No, I
Okay.
love Death Stranding. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I fucking love that game. I loved it so much. But people just don't know what the fuck they want. Like, they just, oh, it hurts
Make it
me.
faster. Make it slower.
Dude,
Give me
humans
more
don't know
content.
what
This
we
game
want.
is too
Oh
long.
my god, like it's like you complained that okay, I watched the review for Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, right?
Yeah.
The guy complained that when you die in Super Mario 3D World, you have to restart the whole level. No shit.
God.
No fucking shit. You died. But they're like, oh, in Odyssey, if I fell off the map, it brings me back in the little bubble thingy. Like, oh, so you're a baby. Like, that just tells me you're 5. You, you don't want to have to do a whole fucking level again. I'm sorry that you suck at the game.
man, that's how I felt when I was playing Dante's Inferno, bro.
That
game's hard.
Yeah,
I love that
yo,
game.
playing on the hardest difficulty too. I would just fucking scream. My mother was looking at me like, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?" Like,
These devils keep killing me.
I keep getting fucking jumped. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, that's God of War 3 on the hardest difficulty.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Yes.
dude. Torture.
Everything is perfect block. Dodge roll, block.
And you know what kind of culture this has created too? This has created the Dark Souls culture. Right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Where Crash Bandicoot is the Dark Souls of platformers. Fuck you. Like, what?
Just because you die and have life.
Because you can't beat the game in maybe what 3 hours? You're mad? You mad, bro? Like, I don't understand,
You got
man.
the skills right there.
I just don't understand anymore. Like, it hurts my mind. This is why I keep my circle small. I don't talk to people. People aggravate me, bro. Like, looking on Twitter, I read 90% of the fucking tweets, and I'm just like, you're an idiot, cool, you're an idiot, you're a bigger idiot. And then I read the comments to those idiots, and I'm like, wow, there's even more idiots in this thread.
You're like the Jim Carrey Grinch where he's looking through the phone book and he's idiot.
It's just like, hey, you.
Get old entirely. Yeah.
Give me one more
Speaking of which,
tweet.
thanks. Speaking of which, thank you for replying back to my tweet, calling me an idiot. I appreciate it.
StarWind, let me get one more tweet. Let's get one more tweet. in here.
Bet. Let's see what else we got here.
Give me one of the good ones. Let's see.
Oh wait, there was one about random encounters.
Okay.
I think it's because overworld encounters don't work well in the grid, especially in. No wait. Yeah, he's complaining that he doesn't like random encounters. But where's the first post to that? Sinnoh of all regions needed it the most too with the caves and all, especially considering how brutal Gen 4's Victory Road is. I'm gonna be a little upset about having to buy 6,000 repels like the old days. I think it's because overworld encounters don't work well on the grid, especially in maps that weren't designed to fit them. We'll be back we'll be back to them in non-remake games. There's a fair amount of that and let's go. But I personally enjoy them more than random encounters.
Okay. So let's dissect this idiot for a second. Victory Road is too hard. No shit, it's the end of the game. You're supposed
You want
to
to just
be,
breeze through it.
You're supposed to be like level 50 by that point. That's number one. You got all your HMs. Victory Road requires you to use every single HM to progress. It requires all your Pokemons to be at a 50 or up level, so you can beat the trainers in there. And it prepares you for the hell that is the Elite Four and the champion. Because back then, kids or stupid ass 24-year-old, because that's what most of these idiots are. They're not even kids. They're not even fucking kids. My brother played Pokemon at Gale of Darkness and beat it. All right, so don't fucking come at me with this kid bullshit. All right, they're people our age, from fucking 18 to 30. All right, you need to, back then, the Elite Four and the fucking champion used to wash us. You used to go in there, you used to think like, oh, I'm gonna one-shot them, you one-shot them, and you had to watch. Granted, people who wanted faster gameplay, imagine watching the life bar slowly deplete.
But I feel like that was such a good aspect of the game, because like the tension you would feel like watching that life bar go down, like bet, and then when it stops to end, beep 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 beep, and you're like, oh, and then their turn they heal, and you're like, bro,
they hit you with that full restore, and it's like, nope, one shot
and
next
then
turn.
you do the attack again, and they're like, nah, son, I got you with this Ice Beam Charizard, and you're like, bet, this is my strongest Pokemon gone. What am I gonna do now?
It's the fucking worst, bro. I remember Pearl. It was Cynthia's Rose Raid, and it was, I forgot who I had, and we both had like no fucking health. It was whoever was gonna go faster the next turn, and sometimes it was random. Like you know, speed is a thing that like I got to build up my speed so I can always go first. Sometimes it'd be on some bullshit back then. Sometimes your Pokemon had faster speed, but the champion, for some fucking reason, I don't know how RNG worked in that game. But yeah, man, like if you don't like Victory Road, that tells me you don't like hard work. Cool. You're never gonna work hard for anything in your life. Awesome.
Yeah, people don't want to do that. No one wants to grind.
Secondly, what was the other one? What was the other the end there? Something about grid system. What was it? Random encounters.
Oh, that people don't want the random encounters because the grid system doesn't work with overworld encounters.
Oh, so he knows who I am. This person knows who I am. They know specifically I don't want random encounters. You know me. You know the entire world. This person is like Professor X. They put on fucking Cerebro, and they can read the thoughts of every human and mutant and just be like, you know what? Yeah, they don't want random encounters, Nintendo. Let me call up fucking Game Freak and let them know. No, dude, like, I didn't like knowing what Pokemon was always around. I don't know about you guys. I didn't like it. I thought it was cool at first because cool, yeah, Pokemon are walking around and shit. It's awesome. But I like the idea of just sitting there like getting like a Wooper. You're just like, okay, it's a Wooper. Or you get like a fucking, I don't know, like a Caterpie. And then somehow, from the grace of God, you pulled out a fucking Eevee. Or you pulled out some fucking 1 out of like 50 chance of a Pokemon in that area. It's exciting.
And then realizing you don't have any Pokeballs for it. And then kill it.
Damn.
Yep. Or you kill it in one shot.
See, this is why I just throw Pokeballs like at the start, because I'll catch them 98% of the time.
Yeah, don't do any damage. You just be like, boop. And you mash A, even though it doesn't work. But you do it anyway.
That's how I found out. Like, you can catch legendaries and mythicals in Pokeballs in Diamond.
What, by
Like,
mashing
for
it?
some reason, no, just by throwing a fucking Pokeball. Like, I threw out an Ultra Ball. It was sleep, suffering from paralysis, which was weird because it was a steel type. It was Dialga.
Pokemon couldn't do anything. It was stuck.
I had the freaking it wouldn't go into the fucking Ultra Ball. It kept popping out. You know what I did? Throw a Pokeball just to see, like, to kind of mix it up. It went in just like that. I was like, "Are you kidding me? These things go into Pokeballs?"
Poke was like, "What is this thing? This strange new ball. I'll just sit in here."
And then I became that guy in high school who can catch any Pokemon in any Pokeball. So I had people coming up to me like, "Hey, can you catch this Mewtwo with this dust ball? It's gonna look really badass." And I was like, "All right, no problem." I should have started charging people for that.
A big issue I have with overworld encounters is that a lot of the times it gives you this impression of like if you don't feel like battling, you just avoid the Pokemon. And then you're out here swerving them and doing all types of crazy shit. Like you're waiting for the Pokemon to turn around so you can go forward. Like it defeats the purpose of traveling from one place to another because these are wild Pokemon. They're supposed to just come at you. Like they're like, "Yo, bro, what you got? I'm gonna kill you." Like that's what you're supposed to run into. Like these wild, aggressive Pokemon. Or sometimes you're walking through the grass and you stumble upon a Caterpie. He's not trying to fuck with you. He does hard and he's like, "Bro, just leave me alone." That's what I want. I want.
You went through like 4 trainers, and now your Pokemon is super weak, so you got to run back to the PC center, and then that one Pokemon stops you.
Yeah,
just like, nah.
Not today.
Shit.
and then you try to run away, but he's like, "Nah, you ain't running.
You can't escape."
he kills you. You swap out the next Pokemon. You try to run away. He kills him too. You're like, "Come on, bro. I was even trying to fight you." And then you just catch him. You're like, "I don't even want you. I'm gonna release you after I get back to the Pokemon Center, bro." Trash.
Oh man, those are the fucking times. The memories. Nobody wants to build memories anymore, man. No one wants to do that shit.
It's so exciting to not know what's gonna happen. The sense of like just sitting. Like I remember in Sword and Shield, there would be times where I would just sit in the wild area and like just do donuts, just waiting for the Pokemon that I wanted to appear, which defeats the purpose because like I'm not actually gaining XP. I'm literally just wasting time until the Pokemon I want appears. Now, granted, you could like run into a Pokemon, but I'm like, I don't want to fight freaking what's this little guy's name? Machoke,
yeah, or Machop, whichever one.
Yeah, he's in the big wild area, the first one that you get to. He's near like the city at the other end of the river. But yeah, I would just keep fighting him, and I'd be like, "But why? Like, this isn't fun. This is just the same guy again and again who keeps appearing in the same spot, and then you just have to wait for this other Pokemon to appear. So dumb. So dumb.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just there was another example I had. You guys could talk. I remember.
It also is knowing what Pokemon you're gonna fight before you fight them. You could literally just change the Pokemon, its type advantage in front of it, run into him, one shot him, and then go find someone else and just keep switching your Pokemon.
Bro,
instead of like having to actually waste a turn figuring out what's weak or strong against this Pokemon.
Being able to switch your Pokemon whenever you want through the PC Center. Fuck that shit. Why? Yeah. What's the point of the PC? It just sits there. I don't need to use it.
You never have to go back over there.
All my Pokemon could be weak from battling trainers, and then I could just be like, oh, swap the entire team now.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, they streamlined it, which was nice. But I am a little nostalgic for the old part.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not playing Pokemon at that point. It's not Pokemon anymore. It looks like Pokemon, but it's not Pokemon. It's really sad.
Yeah, it's fucking doo-doo. And
this is the world we live in.
It's 100% the world we live in. Everybody
doo-doo.
Everybody wants like fucking handouts.
You can't even say that people don't want turn-based games because, again, look at Dragon Quest 11. Look at Persona 5. Yeah, Yakuza 7. Like, that's what I'm saying when you innovate the genre. Look at what Yakuza 7 did. Look
100%.
Persona 5 did, man. Dragon Quest also has overworld encounters, but it does it in such a good way that it feels rewarding when you fight them. Because you don't know what's actually behind that monster. You run into like a little slime, and the next thing you know, he got like 5 niggas with him, and they go jump you, and you didn't know they were with him.
Yep. Even in like Yakuza, you can see who's coming around the corner, who's fighting, but like they switch sometimes. Yeah, like, the person you see walking up to you is not the person you're gonna get in the encounter, and they're different variations.
Yeah, and then the Yakuza, you interact with the environment in a turn-based game. I've never seen another turn-based game do that. The way the Yakuza ever did.
Yep.
You can get hit by traffic while playing Yakuza 7.
Yep.
They will literally hit you with a car if you're in the street. So if you run into a fight in the middle of the street, you're going to get hit and look at that. Bah! Like 150 health.
Yep.
Then you got to wait for your man to get up before they hit you.
And you have to or you could strategize and you hit one person and then the car comes zooming and hits that person too. Now you got a free defeat right there. Like, Free win.
That's
man.
a whole trophy too to get to hit an
Yeah.
enemy card.
It's just
That's what I'm saying, man.
rewarding the
Innovation.
player. Always need to get satisfaction out of your games every time. People just don't want that. People don't want to grind. People don't want to feel accomplished for something. It's ridiculous.
They just want the trophy.
Not
The
even
I
that, because the
play
trophies be
trophy.
hard too sometimes. Yeah, there's some trophies.
Well, no, not that trophy. I mean like the metaphorical trophy
Oh,
of
yeah.
like
I
I
beat it.
play Sword and Shield. Yeah, my Pokemon are all level 99. Yeah, because you just follow one Pokemon the entire game, and everyone else got freaking XP.
it's dog shit, man. And it's I guess to kind of close out the podcast, the final like little discussion. So we got 3 showcases the last week. Who won?
Ooh, that is a tough one.
Well, for me personally, I wasn't the biggest Nintendo fan, but the one thing I did get hyped for was the Final Fantasy VII. So I would have to
Okay.
give it to the State of
Okay.
Play for me.
I thought you were gonna say Mario Golf.
Oh, fuck no.
What about you, AJ?
Oh, State of Play, 100%.
It was only because of that Final Fantasy.
It was the Final
Oh.
Fantasy, Returnal. Just seeing more of that, I'm sold. That Shifu game,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that shit looks amazing. I don't even know what it is, but it looks really good. Yeah, it looks really fucking good. There was one more game that I really. Oh, Kina. Just seeing more.
Yeah,
Kina.
man. I feel like everyone's been sleeping on Kina, man. But granted, Nintendo. I mean, Sony hasn't been talking about it that much, but Kina looks amazing.
And the fact that 90% of the State of Play are actual Sony exclusives.
so you're not gonna
Yeah.
talk about the dodgeball game?
Yeah,
That's
that's the
Sony
10%. That's the 10%.
Well, that was the weird part too. Like it was announced with the Nintendo Direct, but they showed gameplay on the PS4.
Mm-hmm. EA is really pushing it. I'm assuming because they had to cancel Anthem. They need money in their pocket again.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
spent so much money on Anthem. They're like, ugh. Everyone talk about this dodgeball game. So someone pay $20, please. $20.
You know what? Thinking about it, I think I'd probably give it to Nintendo. The Skyward Sword update was a really nice plus. The Joy-Cons, I'm really looking forward to finding them before scalpers do, because those will probably be like $700 by themselves.
Yeah, and a message to you fucking scalpers: let me get a fucking PS5, you fucking prick. I've been looking for like
Hang on.
past 3
Hang on.
months.
Hang on. Do you want to hear a heartbreaking story? Tuesday night, I almost got a PS5.
Look at that.
Like, I got the email from GameStop saying, "Oh, we're selling them."
Never trust
I had it loaded up,
Yeah.
going for the bundle deal where it comes with Spider-Man. It was going to be the physical edition, not the digital. I was all set. Kept on clicking. Not in the cart yet. Not in the cart yet. After maybe like 20 minutes, it finally got into the cart. I had my account all set up. You know what happened? When it went to go to payment, they took away PayPal, and they did not have my credit card saved, which was bullshit. So I had to scramble to find my credit card, open up my wallet, search through, find the right card I needed, put in the information, and the time it was done, sold out. I cursed the heavens. I prayed to God GameStop stock would go back down to $10 and never fucking rise back up. Not even the power of Reza Fizeme could save them. I hope they fucking burn to the ground because I did not get that pre-order.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in my fucking cart. It's like if I went to the store, I went to Target, I had it in my
That's the
cart.
second
I
time that's
went-
happened to you. 'Cause I remember
Oh my
you told us that you had a PS5 in your hands, and they were like, "Yeah, you know what?"
Yep.
This was the worst part though. It's like I fucking had it in my hands and I put it on the counter, and because I didn't take my wallet out fast enough, they went, "Oh yeah, that guy behind you, he already paid for it, so it's gone." It's like it was in my fucking cart, GameStop. You gotta give me something right here. Come on.
You got to give me at least a 5-minute period to buy
Man.
this.
Exactly. But they went, "No, we're just gonna sell it to the scalper."
After that FF7 reveal, Bugz went to go see if he could buy a
Yep.
PS5.
What? I went on every fucking website, bro.
Well, fun fact, or not so fun fact, if you download FF7 for free this month coming on the PlayStation Plus, you don't get the free PS5 upgrade.
Nope. You have to buy it.
You have to buy the game.
Wait, is that actually
Yep.
true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good, because my friend, the asshole, is like, oh, I got it. I don't know why you bought the game, Zero. Fucking, yeah, you
Now you
paid
go
for
back
it, and look,
to
now you don't get it for
fuck
free. Yeah, well, good luck. No, good luck, asshole, because you got the PS5, but you don't get that free fucking update. So fuck you.
Yep, you do not get the PS5 free upgrade. You have to pay for the upgrade, and you have to pay for the DLC.
$90.
No,
But can
that's
we
not
just say how
$90.
insane it is? No, but can we just say how insane it is that they just fucking put it out that quickly as a PlayStation Plus exclusive?
Well,
Because they want more people to play it. They're
Yeah.
trying to get everyone to play the game so you could be excited for the next game that's coming out. So you could be excited for their
It's
two
also
mobile
That was the thing,
games.
man. I
People-
thought it was like selling like crazy.
it's also for the people who don't have PS5s and are still holding on to their PS4s throughout the years. It's like, hey, come play our game. Because the thing is if you have the PS4 version, you can just get the DLC. You don't have to worry about paying for it because
Yep.
you're not getting the PS5 upgrade. So,
Yeah.
that's just for us. It's like, oh, if you download the PS4 version and you got a PS5, fuck you. Like, buy our game, cheap bitch. You paid for a PS5 and you can't buy our game. So, yeah, I thought it was funny. It'll probably be like $50 for the DLC and the game as a package.
Yeah.
The game's like $30 right now.
Yeah, it's honestly been on sale quite a few times, actually.
Oh yeah, tons
yeah.
of times.
The DLC, I'm gonna say
Oh.
like $20.
Also, I think their exclusivity is up by, I think, March?
April.
April. Yeah, their exclusivity. It's going to hit Steam right after April. No, after March. On April. It's going to
Wait,
go
They
up.
haven't like said anything like flat out though, which is why I'm a little like suspicious as to why
I'm
they have.
thinking that it'll be like, hey, you could get F7 on Steam, potentially on Xbox, and then they'll be like, oh, but the DLC is only PS5.
Yeah,
I feel like that's actually gonna
that's
be
what
the
I
case.
feel like is gonna happen. That's why I'm trying to find this.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say buy it on Steam right away until they say
Yeah.
like the DLC's on Steam.
Yeah.
Because then now you
Well, they're going to say the DLC is actually an Epic Store exclusive, so.
Ooh, about that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, just get a.
We're going back to the directs. I was in the same boat as Zero. I was like, wow, Skyward Sword is coming back. Fucking super excited.
Oh,
The Joy-Cons look
$60
amazing.
Wii game. I'm excited
Anyway,
for that.
Yo,
I was
I'm
excited,
okay
and then-
with paying that.
I'm gonna buy the game. But I don't
He's
know if I'm
buying
excited.
it, but he doesn't know if he's excited about paying that.
No, not at all.
I mean,
But-
did you buy any other You had the Wii U, right?
I still have a Wii. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Did you buy Twilight Princess HD?
No, so I had I have a Wii launch copy that's sitting with the rest of my games. I did
Oof.
not buy it on the
You
Wii
did
U
the
'cause I
smart
already
route.
owned
You
it.
just played the Wii version on your Wii U.
Yeah, I was like, I've already done
You
this.
the smart
I-
man.
I played it on my Wii with GameCube remote, which is I feel like the definitive version of that game. There's no reason to play with the Wii
Smart man.
Oh, dude, you're missing out, man.
no, I'm definitely not.
You really are.
Like I like Skyward Sword, but sometimes the motion controls get a little annoying. Like I can't like really relax the way that I want to sometimes because like I have to be pointing the stupid remote at my TV. So it's like you have to like set up a certain way to get. You have to like set up a certain way to get comfortable before playing the game. Like if you want to like really relax while playing it, which I think is just super annoying. I don't want to have to go through that. But that's not the point. The point is, I was super excited for the Direct. I did think at first that the Nintendo Direct was the better one until that Yuffie trailer dropped, man. There's no way you can tell me that improved mechanics, new story for an old game, and possibly a segue into the new game with added characters. Like there's no way that Nintendo did that with Skyward Sword. Because it's the same game.
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
literally
added
the same
content.
game.
Yeah, they're giving me a reason to play an older game again with new content. Like I could play like the entire Final Fantasy VII remake again, and then get to the Yuffie part, and it's gonna be a new experience opposed to me
Yeah.
just playing Skyward Sword.
And the
again,
combat's
which I
going to
can
be
do-
more efficient. Like,
Yeah, the 60 frames per second mode. Oh my god, I've never seen Cloud move that fast. Oh my god, So excited. So I would say that Sony won just because of the Final Fantasy remake, Intergrade. That shit was.
And you can hear how excited they were in our last video of the reactions to the
The plug. Yes.
Watch our reaction.
These two were screaming to the heavens. Every transition. Oh
Bro, just give me a reason to play FF7 remake again. Just give me a reason. Any reason. DLC, that was the best reason. Because I already knew we were getting a PS5 upgrade down the line.
Yep.
And I was like, bet that's when I'm gonna play the game again. But now you gave me an extra reason to play again.
Big facts. And I'll pay it. I was ready to pay that day. I was like, getting my card ready.
My wallet was right in front of me, bro. I was like, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Integrate when? Tell me when. Now?
Oh my God.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I was even saying that I was going to buy a physical version because I ended up buying the digital because of COVID.
I'm going to get the physical down the line too. When it's like $20. We'll see.
I'll take it, man.
Yeah.
Get that pretty little box.
Just to get that like old school box art updated in the new PS5 like box. Oh, gorgeous stuff.
But yeah, man, that'll do it for us today here at the Metaverse. Like our video, subscribe to our channel, hit us up on Twitter, MetaverseG.
Also, we got a new addition to the list of fuckery.
I got you.
That's right.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
I'm not gonna run through everything because that's a long fucking list. Don't forget.
I just sent you the list too.
You want me to do it? Because I got the list. You want me to do it?
I just
do it.
Put it in the chat.
Fine. Okay. Oh, you put it in the chat? Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm not looking at the chat. That's why. All right. Fuck Breath of the Wild. Oh, it's times 20 now? What happened? Oh my God.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
Fuck Breath of the Wild. Fuck Chris Redfield. Fuck Dragon Ball Fighters. Hard. Fuck Bill Goldberg. Fuck Zack Snyder. Fuck StarWind. Times 20. I'm not doing that.
Yes.
I'm not doing that's too much. Maybe I'll get. All right. Fuck StarWind. I give you 5.
I'll take it.
Fuck Jennifer Lawrence and Jade from Mortal Kombat. They suck.
Oh.
They suck. And here's the new one. I've been saving this one.
Oh, wait, drum roll, please.
I've been saving this one for a while, guys. So, fuck Nintendo.
Oh,
And I'm gonna add one more on there. Fuck Nintendo fanboys.
Oh! Hit him with the two shot.
And that was the end of Metaverse of Gaming as a whole.
Never sponsored by Nintendo.
Nintendo could lick my asshole.
Oh, yeah, don't forget, Resident Raccoon's going to be having his own Pornhub account.
Yeah, my first content is where I shit on Breath of the Wild. Literally. But go ahead, Starwind, close us out.
Yeah, man, just catch us next time here at Metaverse of Gaming. See you later, guys.